wrap up for June and July of books that I read, and my August TBR video, so I'm just gonna get into it. So for physical books, I finished The Hard Parts by Oksana Masters, who's a Paralympian for the US. So this just kind of tells her story. It was an amazing book. Really enjoyed reading it. A friend of mine gave this to me for my birthday, and so finally got around to reading the whole thing, and I really enjoyed it. And then the next book I finished was Hook, Liner, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. And this was just about a fisherman in Fox Thornton, and his reputation, and all that, and the good times in and out of the bed. So this just basically talks about two main characters, and I guess their relationship, I guess you sort of call it. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then the other book I finished was The Light After the War by Anita Abriel, and that was a book that I had borrowed from downstairs at my apartment building, so I'll have to just insert a picture of the cover so you can see what that looks like. But that book was just a great story telling about like the aftermath of World War II and the Holocaust, so that I enjoyed reading it. I definitely would recommend it if you enjoy historical fiction. So yeah, and then for an ebook, I finished reading Nothing Close to Home by Nissa Harlow, which was a book review book that I was reviewing for. I have to post the review for July 23rd. So I don't want to, without the approval from who I got it from, I don't want to insert the cover art, not to give that away. So, but the book itself was a nice kind of short read, and I really enjoyed it. So definitely, I feel like when it comes out on July 23rd, I feel like you should read it if you like novellas, because that was kind of a novella, and it's kind of a nice short read if you're looking to get in an extra book. And then for audiobooks, I finished listening to The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han, and The Rosie Dreamboat by Sally Thorne were the two audiobooks I finished. I finished one in June, and I finished one in July. So yeah, that is all that. And then for my August TBR, I'm just gonna get into it. For my August TBR, I'm started reading The Red Tent by Anita Diamant. So I've been meaning to read this for a while, and so this is gonna go on my August TBR, because I don't think I'm gonna get through this book this month in July, but I started reading it. So, but just looking at how thick the book is, I don't think I'll get through it all this month, so I'm starting it kind of early, hoping to get it done for August. And then the next book on my August TBR is A Wicked Good Yarn, the first in a series by Emmie Caldwell. And I got this at Joann's on sale. So, yeah, I'm adding this to the August TBR. I might even actually start reading it tonight just so I can get kind of a head start on my August TBR list and have these 2 books going so I can get the 2 biggest ones out of the way first. And then, yes, I know you guys are probably going to be like, okay, I thought you put this on your July TBR. Yes, I originally did put it on my July TBR, but I did not get to it in July. So, the Book Lovers by Emily Henry is my next book on my August TBR. So I've only read one of her books and it was Beach Read. I really enjoyed it, so I want to read Book Lovers. And then my next physical book on my August TBR, which, as I said before, was also featured in my July TBR, is How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kong. Again, another book that I did not quite have time to get to for July, like I thought I would. So, yeah. So that's it for physical books on my August TBR, and then for ebooks that I put on my TBR, I'm currently working on Single Chicka by Sandra C Lopez, and I'm also currently in the process of reading Peace on Earth, Mercy Mild by Nikki Elizabeth, which is a November review book for my blog. It's an arc that I have, so the yeah, currently working on that so I can get that review out. And then the other book that I want to read in an ebook format, for August is The Boardwalk Bookshop by Susan Mallery. So yeah, I'll insert a picture at least of 2 of those covers of the ebooks if I can. And then for audiobooks, still currently working on Pictures in Dorian by Oscar Wilde with my neighbor in the apartment building, and still currently working on When We Left Cuba by Chanel Cleeton. I'm going to move that over to my August TBR. And then if I finish 1 or 2 of those audiobooks, I will just do an update of another audiobook that I can add. That is it for my August TBR, pretty much, of books. The kind of just a quick update, so to speak, on the my summer reading list. I've gotten through 3 of the books on my summer reading list. The Summer I Turned Pretty, The Light After the War, and Hook, Liner, and Sinker are all completed books that I finished that were on my summer reading list. So I'm still currently, and I'm working on the 4th one right now. So 4 and 5 I'm kind of working on because of the audiobook that I'm listening to for When We Left Cuba. So I'm currently working on 2 more on the summer reading list of books. But yeah, so I'm hoping I'll work through more of the summer reading list before the end of August, since / beginning of September, around there, because technically I don't think fall starts until like towards the end of September, so I have some time to hopefully finish maybe some of the books on my summer reading list. I am kind of trying to prioritize a bunch of them, so that does help a little bit, so I'm hoping we can get through a couple more, and then yeah, and then we'll be good. And then if I don't finish, if there's any left over that I don't finish by by September, then there's kind of over my fall reading list, which will be fine. I didn't really make a fall reading list. I'm just gonna kind of work my TBR as I go for the fall, because I do find I have less time to read in the fall. I don't know why that is, but I don't know if I'm just not as motivated once it gets darker early to read, or as I am in the summertime when it stays light out. I don't know, I feel like I just get more reading in the summertime. That is it for this video. If you guys have any comments, information I should do, comment down below on my Facebook page, and I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.